The galaxy had long forgotten the tales of ancient human warriors, their legends lost in the vast expanse of time. For eons, mankind had lived in the shadows of its former glory, a mere echo of its once powerful civilization. Earth, their cradle and home, lay barren and decaying, a husk of its former self. The last remnants of humanity toiled in the remnants of crumbling cities, their days spent scavenging for resources to survive. The great empires and technologies of old had faded into obscurity, leaving behind a world on the brink of collapse. One man stood amidst the ruins, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of hope. His name was Marcus Kane, a former soldier who had seen the rise and fall of civilizations. Despite the desolation that surrounded him, a fire burned within his soul, a fire that refused to be extinguished. As Marcus surveyed the desolate landscape, a sudden commotion drew his attention. A group of scavengers rushed towards him, their shouts echoing through the derelict streets. "Marcus, we found something!" one of them exclaimed, excitement evident in his voice. Curious, Marcus followed the group as they led him to a hidden chamber buried beneath the rubble. Inside, a holographic display flickered to life, revealing a map of the galaxy, a map that held the key to humanity's salvation. "This is it," Marcus whispered, his eyes widening in awe. "This is our chance to reclaim what was lost." With newfound determination, Marcus set out on a quest to unite the scattered remnants of humanity and rediscover the ancient secrets of their ancestors. As rumors spread of a new leader rising from the ashes of Earth, hope began to blossom once more in the hearts of those who had long forgotten the meaning of the word. The galaxy may have thought mankind was a mere shadow of its former self, but little did they know that the ancient human warriors were about to re-emerge, ready to reclaim their rightful place among the stars. As Marcus rallied the scattered survivors of Earth, word of his quest spread through the galaxy like wildfire. Tales of the ancient human warriors coming back to life reached the far reaches of space, stirring curiosity and fear in equal measure among alien civilizations. On a distant planet, the Council of Seven, a governing body composed of the most powerful species in the galaxy, convened to discuss the resurgence of humanity. Their discussions were filled with unease, for they remembered the stories of the human warriors who had once been a force to be reckoned with, a force that had nearly brought the galaxy to its knees before falling into obscurity. "We cannot ignore this development," declared Vrax, the High Minister of the Valorian Empire, a formidable reptilian race known for their mastery of technology and warfare. "The return of the ancient human warriors could spell disaster for us all if left unchecked." The council murmured in agreement, their expressions filled with a mix of apprehension and determination. They knew that they could not afford to underestimate the humans, no matter how weakened they appeared to be. Meanwhile, on the reclaimed remnants of Earth, Marcus oversaw the training of a new generation of warriors, brave men and women who had taken up arms to defend their homeworld. Among them was Lilia, a fierce and skilled fighter whose determination matched that of Marcus himself. "We will not let the galaxy forget the might of humanity," Marcus declared to the assembled recruits, his voice filled with conviction. "We may be few, but we are warriors born of a legacy that spans the stars. We will rise again, and all who stand in our way will know our strength." As the days passed, the forces of humanity grew stronger, their resolve unshakable in the face of mounting opposition from alien civilizations wary of their return. Battles were fought, alliances forged, and victories won as Marcus's vision of a united Earth began to take shape. In the shadows of the galaxy, whispers of an approaching storm spread, a storm heralded by the ancient human warriors who had risen from the ashes of their once great civilization. The galaxy watched with bated breath, knowing that a conflict of epic proportions was on the horizon, a conflict that would determine the fate of all who dwelled among the stars. As tensions simmered in the galaxy, the Council of Seven deliberated on the growing threat posed by the resurgent human warriors. Fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of many alien civilizations, for the legends of humanity's past deeds had not been forgotten. In the midst of this turmoil, a shadowy figure known only as Zerath, a being of mysterious origin and immense power, lurked in the shadows. Zerath, a being shrouded in darkness and whispers of ancient magic, saw the rise of humanity as an opportunity to further his own enigmatic agenda. Gathering a coalition of alien races disillusioned with the dominance of the Council of Seven, Zerath sought to exploit the galaxy's fear of the human warriors for his own gain. Promising power and influence, he maneuvered behind the scenes, sowing discord and plotting in the shadows. Meanwhile, on Earth, Marcus prepared his forces for the looming conflict that would soon engulf the galaxy. Under his leadership, the human warriors trained tirelessly, honing their skills and embracing the legacy of their ancestors with a fierce determination. Among them, Lilia emerged as a formidable leader in her own right, her tactical prowess matched only by her unwavering loyalty to Marcus and the cause they fought for. Together, they forged a bond that would defy the challenges ahead and inspire those who followed them. As the forces of humanity and Zerath's coalition converged on the outskirts of a barren planet at the edge of the galaxy, a great battle loomed on the horizon, a battle that would decide the fate of all who dwelled among the stars. The clash of titans was inevitable, and the galaxy held its breath as the ancient human warriors prepared to face off against their would-be challengers. The outcome of this confrontation would not only determine the future of humanity, but also reshape the very fabric of the galaxy itself. Amidst the echoing silence of space, the final countdown to war began, the galaxy standing at the precipice of a conflict that would echo through the annals of history for eons to come. The vast emptiness of space trembled with anticipation as the forces of humanity and Zerath's coalition descended upon the desolate planet, known only as Nihilus Prime. The shattered moons and swirling asteroid fields bore witness to the impending clash, a battleground chosen for its unforgiving terrain and remoteness from inhabited worlds. As the opposing fleets emerged from hyperspace, the scene was reminiscent of a cosmic ballet, a dance of warships and fighters poised for the ultimate showdown. The glint of weapons and shields cast a dazzling light across the void, signaling the start of the Battle of the Fractured Worlds. On the bridge of his flagship, Marcus stood at the helm, his gaze steely and unwavering as he surveyed the enemy forces arrayed against him. Lilia stood by his side, her expression fierce and determined, her resolve mirroring that of her mentor. "Today we make our stand," Marcus declared, his voice ringing out over the comms system. "For Earth, for humanity, for all who have ever dared to dream of a brighter future. Today we fight not just for ourselves, but for all who call the stars their home." Across the battlefield, Zerath watched from his own flagship, his eyes glowing with an otherworldly light as he prepared to unleash his dark and enigmatic powers upon his foes. With a wave of his hand, he signaled the commencement of the battle, unleashing a maelstrom of energy that tore through the void. The clash of weapons and the roar of engines filled the emptiness of space as the two forces collided with a fury that shook the very fabric of reality. Laser beams and plasma volleys crisscrossed the void, while fighters engaged in deadly dogfights, their maneuvers a deadly ballet of death and destruction. Amidst the chaos of battle, Marcus and Lilia led the charge, their ships cutting a path through the enemy lines with precision and skill. The ancient human warriors fought with a ferocity born of desperation and determination, their legacy shining brightly in the darkness of space. As the battle raged on, the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance, each maneuver and volley of fire bringing the opposing forces closer to victory or defeat. The echoes of war reverberated through the void, a symphony of destruction that would leave its mark on the galaxy for centuries to come. And so, amidst the swirling debris and fading echoes of battle, the Battle of the Fractured Worlds reached its climax, the outcome uncertain as the forces of humanity and darkness clashed in a cataclysmic struggle for dominance. The galaxy held its breath, awaiting the resolution of this epic conflict that would determine the destiny of all who dwelled among the stars. The Battle of the Fractured Worlds raged on, a symphony of chaos and destruction that reverberated through the void of space. Ships shattered, explosions lit up the darkness, and the clash of titans echoed across the cosmic expanse as the forces of humanity and Zerath's coalition fought to determine the fate of the galaxy. In the midst of the maelstrom, Marcus's flagship, the Valor's Resolve, stood as a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. The ancient human warriors fought with unwavering resolve and unmatched skill, their determination to protect their home and reclaim their legacy unyielding. As the battle reached its crescendo, a defining moment unfolded. A clash between Marcus and Zerath, two titans locked in a fierce duel that transcended the physical realm. Energy crackled around them, their powers colliding in a cataclysmic clash that threatened to tear reality asunder. "You cannot stop the inevitable, Marcus," Zerath's voice boomed, a dark aura enveloping him like a shroud of malevolent energy. "The galaxy will bow before me, and humanity will be but a footnote in the annals of history." Marcus's eyes blazed with defiance as he met Zerath's gaze, his spirit unbroken despite the overwhelming odds. "We are the legacy of 1,000 civilizations, the heirs to a legacy that spans the stars," he declared, his words a rallying cry for all who fought alongside him. With a surge of power that echoed through the void, Marcus unleashed a torrent of energy that slammed into Zerath, their clash creating a shockwave that rippled through the battlefield. The Dark being staggered, his grip on reality faltering as Marcus pressed his advantage, driving him back with a relentless onslaught. The galaxy watched in awe and disbelief as the ancient human warrior faced off against the dark entity that sought to subjugate them all. Hope blossomed in the hearts of all who witnessed the battle, for they knew that Marcus represented the indomitable spirit of humanity, a spirit that refused to be extinguished. With a final thunderous pulse of energy, Marcus struck a decisive blow that shattered Zerath's dark form, sending him reeling into the void as his coalition forces faltered and fled before the might of humanity. The battle of the fractured worlds had been won, and the ancient human warriors had emerged victorious. As the echoes of battle faded, and the stars themselves seemed to shine a little brighter, Marcus and Lilia stood side by side, their gaze turned towards the horizon of a galaxy reborn. The legacy of humanity had been reaffirmed, its warriors rising from the ashes to reclaim their place among the stars. And thus, as the ancient human warriors celebrated their hard-fought victory, a new chapter in the history of the galaxy began, a chapter marked by the triumphant return of a legacy long thought lost, a legacy that would endure for eternity. In the aftermath of the Battle of the Fractured Worlds, the galaxy lay still, the remnants of war drifting through the void like a haunting specter of the past. Among the shattered debris and fading echoes of battle, a sense of peace settled over the once tumultuous expanse of space, a peace born of the victory of the ancient human warriors. On Earth, the survivors rejoiced, their spirits uplifted by the news of their triumph. Marcus and Lilia stood before their people, their faces shining with pride and hope for a future reborn from the ashes of conflict. "We have proven that the legacy of humanity cannot be extinguished," Marcus declared, his voice resounding across the reclaimed remnants of Earth. "We have shown the galaxy that we are warriors born of resilience and determination, and that no force in the universe can break our spirit." The cheers of the gathered crowd echoed through the ruins of the once mighty cities, a testament to the indomitable will of a species that had refused to be vanquished. The ancient human warriors had risen from obscurity to reclaim their place among the stars, their legacy shining brightly in the darkness of space. As word of humanity's victory spread throughout the galaxy, a sense of awe and respect permeated the alien civilizations that had once viewed them with fear and apprehension. The tales of the Battle of the Fractured Worlds became a legend whispered in hushed tones, a reminder of the might and tenacity of the ancient human warriors. Amidst the newfound peace that enveloped the galaxy, Marcus and Lilia stood on the precipice of a new era, their eyes turned towards the infinite expanse of stars that stretched out before them. Together, they knew that the future held endless possibilities, a future shaped by the enduring spirit of humanity and the bonds forged in the crucible of war. And so, as the first rays of a new dawn broke across the horizon, casting a golden light upon the scarred landscape of Earth, the ancient human warriors stood resolute, ready to embrace the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead. The galaxy had witnessed their rebirth, and the legacy of humanity would endure for eternity, a beacon of hope and inspiration in a universe brimming with uncertainty and wonder. In the wake of their victory in the Battle of the Fractured Worlds, the ancient human warriors embarked on a new chapter in their journey among the stars. The legacy of humanity had been reaffirmed, their resilience and determination inspiring awe and respect throughout the galaxy. As the scattered remnants of Earth began to rebuild and flourish once more, Marcus and Lilia spearheaded efforts to unite the disparate factions and civilizations that inhabited the cosmos. Their vision was one of peace, cooperation, and understanding, a vision that sought to bridge the divides that had long separated the denizens of the galaxy. With unwavering resolve and diplomatic finesse, Marcus and Lilia embarked on a series of negotiations and alliances, bringing together races and species that had once been at odds with one another. Their efforts bore fruit as ancient vendettas were set aside, and a newfound spirit of cooperation spread like wildfire among the stars. The Council of Seven, once divided by fear and uncertainty, now looked to humanity as a beacon of hope and unity, a testament to the power of perseverance and compassion in the face of adversity. The ancient human warriors became peacemakers and ambassadors, their actions shaping the destiny of the galaxy itself. Amidst the newfound alliances and burgeoning unity among the stars, a ceremony of unprecedented significance was held on Earth. A gathering of representatives from across the galaxy who had come to honor and celebrate the triumphant return of Thea. Ancient human warriors, under a sky ablaze with the light of 1,000 stars, Marcus stood before the assembled dignitaries, his voice filled with emotion as he addressed the crowd. "Today, we stand united as brothers and sisters of the cosmos," Marcus declared, his words carrying the weight of history and the promise of a brighter future. "Together, we shall forge a new era of cooperation and understanding, bound by our shared dreams and aspirations for a galaxy at peace." The cheers that erupted from the gathered throng echoed through the expanse of space, a symphony of unity and harmony that resonated far and wide. The legacy of humanity had transcended the boundaries of time and space, becoming a testament to the enduring power of hope and perseverance. As the stars shone brightly overhead, illuminating the faces of those who had once been enemies, but were now allies, a new era dawned upon the galaxy, a golden age of unity among the stars, guided by the indomitable spirit of the ancient human warriors whose legacy would endure for eternity. I'm glad you're enjoying the story. Here's a 9-0 on Southern Mountains. In the wake of the unity achieved among the stars, the ancient human warriors continued to strive for peace and cooperation across the galaxy. Marcus and Lilia, now renowned as symbols of hope and resilience, devoted themselves to the task of nurturing the newfound alliances and fostering a spirit of mutual understanding among diverse civilizations. As the years passed, Earth transformed from a desolate wasteland into a vibrant hub of intergalactic diplomacy and trade. The planet once scarred by conflict now flourished as a beacon of unity, its cities bustling with beings of all shapes and sizes, united in their shared vision for a harmonious future. The Council of Seven, reinvigorated by the unity brought about by the ancient human warriors, evolved into a body that represented the collective interests of all sentient beings in the galaxy. Marcus and Lilia stood at the forefront of this council, their wisdom and leadership guiding the galaxy towards a future of prosperity and cooperation. Amidst the peace that had enveloped the cosmos, whispers of a new threat began to stir. A dark force lurking at the edge of the galaxy, its intentions mysterious and its powers unmatched. Rumors of an ancient evil awakening from its slumber spread through the stars, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the newfound unity. Sensing the growing unrest among the civilizations they had worked so tirelessly to unite, Marcus and Lilia embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the looming threat. Their quest took them to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, where they encountered ancient artifacts and cryptic transmissions that hinted at a power long thought extinct. Through trials and tribulations, Marcus and Lilia forged alliances with old friends and newfound allies, rallying the forces of unity to stand united against the encroaching darkness. The legacy of the ancient human warriors, once forged in the crucible of war, now faced its greatest challenge yet, a test of strength, courage, and sacrifice that would determine the fate of all who dwelled among the stars. As the stars twinkled in the vast expanse of space, the ancient human warriors braced themselves for the coming storm, their resolve unbroken and their spirits undaunted by the looming threat. The legacy of humanity burned brightly in their hearts, a beacon of hope that would guide them through the trials ahead as they prepared to confront the darkness lurking on the horizon.